René Descartes, period 1596 to 1650. The method of doubt. I think, therefore I am. Descartes' meditation attempts to do three key things: to place knowing upon a secure foundation, to prove that the self is an immaterial substance capable of existing independently of any physical body, and to show that God exists. Doubt as a filter. People regularly claim to know something, yet our confidence often turn out to be misplaced. Sometimes we turn out to be mistaken, even about those things that we considered more certain. Beliefs we took to be firmly established are shown to have been founded on shifting sands. Struck by how much that passes for knowledge seems, on closer inspection, rather than dubious, Descartes decided to embark on his great project to rebuild knowledge upon secure certain foundation. This project has two stages. The first consists in applying the method of doubt. Descartes subjects all his belief to the very strongest doubt. In fact, he applies doubt as a filter. Those beliefs that fail to pass through the filter are set aside. Only those that pass safely through, that prove immune even to the severest doubt, are to be retained. Descartes then proceed to the second stage, the systematic rebuilding of knowledge upon those certainties. It's upon the first stage of project, the filtering of beliefs by means of method of doubt, that we concentrate here. Descartes himself point out, while our senses sometimes deceive, we can usually tell when they are untrustworthy. For example, I know that when I see a stick half immersed in water, how it looks is misleading. I can use my earlier experience of a stick being straight and of other stick looking bent in water to correct how the sticks look now. The bad apple analogy. Descartes intended to apply his doubt to all his beliefs simultaneously, not to subject each belief to doubt in turn. Why is that important? Descartes explained, suppose a person has a basket full of apples and, being worried that some of the apples were rotten, wanted to take out the rotten ones to prevent the rot spreading. How would he proceed? Would he not begin by tipping the whole lot out of the basket? And would not the next step be to cast his eye over each apple in turn and pick up and put back in the basket only those he saw to be sound, leaving the others? In just the same way, those who have never philosophized correctly have various opinions in their mind, which they have begun to store up since childhood, and which they therefore have reason to believe many causes to be false. Then they attempt to separate the false belief from the other, so as to prevent their contaminating the rest and making the whole lot uncertain. Now the best way they can accomplish this is to reject all the beliefs together in one go, as if they were all uncertain and false. They can then go over each belief in turn and re-adopt only those which they recognize to be true.